put the hip shit on the shelf. Cause the way the real rappers being real as hell. My dad done seen the glory of the government never left. I can do it by myself, so I'm asking for help. It's time to switch it up, put the hip shit on the shelf. Cause the way the real rappers being real as hell. My dad done seen the glory of the government never left. I can do it by myself, so I'm asking for help. Money. Like Kanye West says, having money is not everything, not having it is. No, this already ain't that God gives us the ability to create wealth. No, it's the love of money that's involved. You don't want money so much, why do you have to go to work? Yes, I do that about money. I'm just trying to leave a legacy for money. Not everything, but when you got it, you can do some cool stuff. And now, your host for Talking Money in the Morning, financial health mentor of the working class, Mr. H Cortez.
Good morning, Black world, and welcome to Talking Money in the Morning live with your main man, H Cortez, the one and only financial health mentor to the Black community, everybody's favorite fatherpreneur, coming to you live and direct from the Black Wealth Movement Studios here in St. Louis, Missouri. If your aim is to build generational wealth, the Black Wealth Movement wants to help. We have a system, we have a strategy, we have a game plan in place that can help anybody build wealth from scratch. It's not free though. It's $35 to start and $35 per month, right? But we will teach you how to minimize your taxes, eliminate your debt, free up the cash you need to start investing. We even talk about some places that you can park some money to get double-digit returns on those investments so that you can start building generational wealth. But what is that going to require? It's going to require some sacrifice from you in order to make that happen. So if you are interested and you want to know more, go to moreinfo.joincorteznow.com. moreinfo.joincorteznow.com. Everything that you need to know about the Black Wealth Movement, about the company we're partnering with, MyEcon, everything that you need to know is right there on that site for your reading and viewing and listening pleasure. Lots of videos plus written context and commentary. Give you a good picture of what it is that we're doing, what our aim is, what our mission is, and all you got to do is plug in. $35 to start, $35 per month. If you see an opportunity for yourself. Like I do every morning, I want to let you guys know that we are on YouTube streaming live. So if you're over there, please leave us a comment. Let us know what you think about the show. If you have not already subscribed, hit the subscribe button and go ahead and grab the link and share it on your favorite social media timeline. Doesn't matter which social media outlet that you like. Just share the information for me. I appreciate that. You guys on Facebook, do the same thing. Guys, I know you appreciate me and the things that I'm doing because I get this stuff in, I get this, you guys are in my inbox when I see you out in public at different events and stuff. You tell me how much you appreciate the show. But you have to show Facebook how much you appreciate the show with the likes, the hearts, the thumbs up, all that kind of stuff. That way they will continue to push the show out to more and more people. So that is important, guys, so that we can compete with the ratchetness out there. So please continue to show your support in that way. And then your comments. If you have not already started formulating your questions, today is Free Business Coaching Friday. So you have to actually type in your name of your business and your question, and I'll do my best to give you some pointers, some tips on how to grow your brand, how to build your business, how to expand what it is that you're doing. And then for those of you who are new to the show, this show is for risers and grinders, man. You got to be ready to get up, get out, and get something if you want to have success in this world. Point blank, period. And if that's you, then you are in the right place, period. Because that's what we want to do. We want to help you help yourself get up, get out, and get something in today's world. Today's show is also brought to you by the Black Wealth Movement's free giveaway, which is called the Black Wealth Survey. All you have to do is take a little survey. I think it's 4 or 5 questions. Enter your name and email address, and you can win Dr. Claude Anderson's Powernomics library, all 5 of his books, and the Powernomics DVD. All you have to do is register to win. We're going to give that away October 31st. And we're going to do something like this each and every month, because what we're doing with this campaign is creating other avenues to share financial literacy. So one of the rules to enter the contest to win is you have to share this video. So by sharing this video, you're sharing financial literacy. Then you enter a contest to win more financial literacy. That's going to make you more financially astute. And you will then share that wisdom with hopefully your children, your immediate family, and then maybe it'll spill out into your community. So the Black Wealth Movement is all about liberating Black people through financial education and economic empowerment. So you can register to win Dr. Claude Anderson's Powernomics library. And for those of you who are in business, if you want to sponsor that and you have some things that you can give away, you can sponsor that and add some of your products and services as giveaways to make that an even more a bigger giveaway, and we will help promote your business through your sponsorship of that. So let's get right into it, man. For those, if you have questions, we will ask questions, answer, and you can ask questions, answer questions. If you don't have questions, we will recap this week's shows. So Coakley's barbecue sauce, what's the most effective way to expose the product to the African American community? You know what, Lloyd, I would think a 3-pack of Coakley's barbecue sauce original is offered to make the prize larger. Okay, good. So I would, Lloyd, I would look at partnering with local Black-owned restaurants in a major way. We talked about this a few months back. I can't remember the name of the episode that we did, but when you're trying to grow and expand, I think we can leverage one another's expertise in things. So you've got barbecue sauce, and a Black-owned restaurant has a food that would be a good place to put barbecue sauce on. Even if they didn't buy a bunch of your barbecue sauce, if you just entered into an agreement and say, hey, give me 6 months, and I just want to make sure that you are stocked up, and I'm going to provide a bottle of my barbecue sauce for every table for 6 months. Just sit it on the table. You don't got to say nothing about it. Just sit it on the table and see if people start to like it, ask questions about it, and that sort of thing. So you can partner with them in that way. You can partner with some and make your barbecue sauce the exclusive barbecue sauce that they use in their restaurants, right? And maybe you can, when they make you the exclusive barbecue sauce, then you can maybe add to your labeling or add to your packaging Coakley's barbecue sauce exclusively found at, and you're giving them a little bit of publicity, and then they're giving you publicity by marketing your sauce all throughout their shop, their store, saying, hey, we are the proud exclusive providers of Coakley's barbecue sauce. Monica says catering businesses is another one, but it has to, the reciprocity has to be there. You can't just have a catering business using your products. You want to bring awareness to your product so they can use it in the back all day, every day, and cook all these wonderful meals and recipes and make that stuff taste good based on your barbecue sauce recipe, but then never tell anybody that your sauce is the secret agent in making their cooking so good. So enter to a marketing type relationships with Black-owned companies, catering businesses, and things of that in the community. Also, go ahead and look at sponsoring things like local events. local basketball teams, little league teams, and things of that nature. You can sponsor them for tournaments and their leagues, and you can have them warm up in t-shirts. They got a big old Coakley's barbecue sauce logo on the back of their t-shirts as they're warming up, right? Things of that nature would be some of the avenues that I will look to get the barbecue sauce brand out there. Of course, you can sponsor my show, so we can talk about that. You can sponsor. There's a lot of other live streams and things of that nature on a local level. Another thing that you can do is if you don't have a PR person, there is, I think it's blackpr.com. You go to blackpr.com. I think for like $150, $130 or something like that, they will create your press release and syndicate that to over 2,000, I think, Black-owned publications and media outlets to get you some publicity, to get you interviews, magazine articles, and all that kind of stuff. So that will also boost your brand awareness. So I appreciate that. So that's Coakley's barbecue sauce, guys. If you haven't already, go ahead and get with Lloyd. What's the website that they can go and find out more about your barbecue sauce specifically, Lloyd? Let me know. Or let the people know. Good question though. But yeah, those are simple things, man. Especially you look at people who've got big Instagram followings, big social media followings. Reach out to those people and just say, hey, you know, I want you to I want to know what it will cost to enter into an agreement for you to shout out my sauce, you know, a couple times and all that kind of stuff. So Coakley's BBQ sauce.com, or click the Facebook link shared earlier. Coakley's BBQ sauce.com. Good stuff. Go ahead with your questions, y'all. I want to help you guys build your brands. I want to help you elevate. I want to help you do whatever it is that you do. Contest is also another good thing. As you can see, I'm experimenting with some different contests to bring awareness. And then testimonies, man. If everybody that loves your sauce, you have to get at least 50% of them to do a video testimony or a written testimonial for you. That's just good business. Most people don't mind. If you catch them at the right time, you can stick your cell phone in their face and just record a quick little snippet on their video, especially those who love it as a taste and cook with it all the time. And then if you got restaurant owners and chefs who believe in cooking with that product and making it a part of some of their recipes, that would be a good one. And brother, if you want to take that thing all the way to the next level, to the next level, I start a cooking show right on Facebook, right on YouTube, and do some short, quick little recipes with Coakley's BBQ sauce. The videos are on the webpage at the lower right from over 50 YouTube. Man, that's good stuff. So yeah, I would maybe step it up a notch, man, and get somebody. If you don't want to do it yourself, get somebody who is good with video, and man, have them do some 3 to 5 minute recipes with Coakley's barbecue sauce, and start putting those videos out. And just continue. You just got to stay in front of people with a brand like that. You just got to stay in front of people all the time, Questions, comments. I would definitely do a cooking show, man. I would, and you don't have to do a whole 1 hour show, but I would just do a cooking show with a couple cooking segments, just a couple little short little videos on. Man, today, I bet you didn't know that barbecue sauce could make your deviled eggs taste better. It don't matter if that's absurd, right? It don't matter. It might be absurd, but guess what? That absurd recipe combination might go viral because of its absurdity. And people might say, man, look at this dude with this Coakley's barbecue sauce trying to put barbecue sauce in deviled eggs. Man, this is crazy. I ain't never heard of that. But it just might go viral. So I would certainly look into doing something like that. And then here's what's cool about videos in this kind of way. You can just take 3 or 4 hours out of one day and record 30 little episodes, 30 little recipes like that, and then just put them out over time. And that 30 little video recipes, just let them go crazy, right? Let them get out there and just let them be. And then maybe 6 months down the line, you jump into the studio again and you do another 3 or 4 hours and you do another 30 new recipes or something, right? So yeah, I would definitely get into doing a little cooking show, and collaborate with others who have cooking shows, right? If you haven't already done so, all of the local media outlets, those little morning shows that need content all the time, reach out to them and do a couple of see if they'll do a cooking segment featuring you and your recipe sauce, your barbecue sauce. All right. Anybody else? So as you guys are typing questions, you guys know I like to recap the show starting with yesterday, going back forward, but I really can't even remember this week's show. This week went by and a blur for me. But I know yesterday we did Generational Wealth Blueprint yesterday. Generational Wealth Blueprint. And I showed you guys just simple strategies that we use in the Black Wealth Movement to build generational wealth. Simple stuff. Minimize your taxes. Get control of your taxes. If you get control of your taxes, meaning you're not overpaying. Most people overpay taxes to the tune of $200 to $500 per month because they have their W-4 form filled out wrong. Get control of your taxes. Fill your form out right. That's going to bring money back into your household. Take that money, use it to pay off your debt. Every time you pay off a debt, it's like giving yourself a pay raise. Now you improve your cash flow to the tune to you might end up in 6 months, 8 months, 12, 24 months to where you have no debt outside of your mortgage, but you got $1,500, $1,600 of positive cash flow. I did this in a blog post yesterday as well, and I showed what $1,500 per month done, $1,500 per month for 7 years at 14% grows to $212,000. Now, not the type of money that you would look to retire on, especially if you retire at 60 and live to 90. Not the type that's not going to last you. But when it grows to 212,000 and you let it ride for another 20 years, it then grows from 212,000 to 3.4 million. So if you made a tough sacrifice and you just scraped up all of your pennies, and between you and your spouse, maybe you and a family member, I don't care, you scraped up $1,500 a month and you made this investment, this tough sacrifice for just 7 years. And then you said, hey, I'm done. I've done it enough. I'm just going to let it grow from there. And maybe you're like me, you're 43 years old. So to age 50, I find a way to put $1,500 away at a 14% rate of return. And for those of you who don't know how to get 14% rate of return, join the Black Wealth Movement because that's some of the things that we teach you. $35. Would you pay $35 a month to learn investment strategies like that could get you double-digit returns on your money like that? So if I did that until 50, and then I said, I'm not going to invest another dime, right? But I also don't want the money myself. I'm trying to build generational wealth. And I say, hey, the next 20 years, I'm just going to let this ride to pass down so I can split it amongst my sons at age 70, right? At age 70, it grows to $3.4 million. And I didn't invest another single dime. I just let it ride. $3.4 million. And I tell my sons, you get half now, and then your children get to split half when they hit age 40, right? So they get half now. So half of 3.4 million is what, 1.7 something. So they all split 1.7 million. That's what they split, right? They split 1.7, but 1.7 stays in, and it grows for another 20 or 30 years, and however long it takes for their youngest child to reach 40, right? Or whatever the parameters are set in the trust. But if 212,000 grew to 3.4 in 20 years, what is 1.7 going to grow to in 20 years? See, that's a master wealth building game plan, right? Says if you employ people to do media posting, flyers, etc., do you do a 1099 for them? Now, let me preface this with, I'm not the tax professional. I do study this kind of stuff, so I know a little bit. If you end up paying them more than $600, a single person, a single contractor, if you end up paying them more than $600, then you absolutely have to 1099 them, but you also need a W-9 form on file from them. So anybody that you're entering into contract with, unless they're your children, and even your children, you should do this. Anybody you enter into contract with, you should be having them complete a form W-9 that it gives you the information that you'll need to give them a 1099. Right. So Robert is my numbers guy. He said that 1.7 at 14%, riding for another 20 years would go from 1.7 to 30 million. Right. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. And as Black people, we traditionally are afraid to invest and don't want to get involved in the stock market and all that kind of stuff, man. That's why we can't build generational wealth. So by law, Monica, if you pay a single contractor or individual over $600, then you have to 1099 them. But you can't 1099 them if they haven't completed a W-9 for you. So you need a form W-9 form filled out for all contract labor that puts you on file record, and that gives you the information that you need to then 1099 them, because you'll need their social security number or their EIN number. And the only way you can get that officially is through a form W-9. But you absolutely, if you end up paying them over $600, then you will have to send them a 1099 for your IRS record reporting as well as theirs. Yeah, $27,506,000. But you know why we don't do that, y'all? Because we're not thinking about the next generation. See, in the blog post that I wrote yesterday, I didn't even talk about the W-4 strategy. I didn't talk about making some extra business income. I just talked about, what if you just had to live a bare bones minimum lifestyle for your children for 10 straight years? What if you had to strip away all of the cable TVs, the games, the going out to eat? You had to strip all that away for 10 years just to set up this generational wealth system for your children. Could you do it? Ladies, that means no makeup, no hairdresser, no fancy smell goods and perfumes, just straight up, just bare bones minimum. I go to work, I go home, I read, I study, and you save every penny and you put it towards debt elimination. And then once the debt is gone, you put it towards investing to get double-digit returns. That's what I came up with. That was the example that I gave. Take 3 years to get yourself out of debt, except for your mortgage. And then that should free up about $1,500 in cash flow for most people. Then you use that $1,500 in cash flow and invest and see what happens from there. See what happens from there. Mojo, top of the morning to you, sis. Hopefully you're feeling better, and you got to be up on your feet by next week, child. So any questions on anything? And I don't know if I go to YouTube, maybe YouTube would tell me what I did on Wednesday. I can't remember what Wednesday's show was. But Thursday we did that. Wednesday's show was 7 whack reasons people give for not starting a business, man. I mean, it's 2017, y'all. Morning, Art. It's 2017. I appreciate that. It's literally for 7 years, you can put away enough money and then let it grow for your grandchildren, right? On yesterday's show, we went way deep. We talked about 1,500 invested or 1,200 or something invested for a straight 20 years. In the blog post, I just said, what if you just did that for 7 years and then stopped and didn't invest nothing more, right? All right, Planning Future Gain says the #1 requirement to minimize debt is discipline, man. It's discipline. It's discipline. You guys know that a lot of people who have credit card debts, there's some people out there who got some massive credit card debts, some $30,000, $40,000 credit card debts. But I myself struggled at one point with a $500 credit limit, right? In debt. And tell me why I'm paying the minimum on a $500 credit card debt. And you would literally let a minimum on a $500 credit card debt, trying to pay the minimums and let the interest compound on the amount that's owed, because you want to pay the minimum and keep being wild with your other income, instead of just saying, you know what, let me just pay into this principal every month, a couple $100 and get this thing over with, right? So the #1 thing for debt minimization is discipline. And I would really say discipline would be 1A, knowledge would be 1, right? Because most people don't really understand what debt is doing to them. So if they had a knowledge of what debt was really doing to them, then discipline to really attack it, to get rid of it, I think that would be, that's why the Black Wealth Movement exists, to educate you on what debt is really doing to you. Debt is robbing your grandchildren of their wealth, while simultaneously building a tremendous amount of wealth for those who oppress Black and brown people on this planet. I'm gonna say that again. Most people don't know what debt is really doing to them. Debt is robbing your grandchildren of their wealth, while simultaneously you're funding the machine, you're building wealth for the grandchildren of the people that will continue to perpetuate oppression against Black and brown people. So you just ensured that your grandchildren remain in oppression because of that. You just ensured your grandchildren's oppression because of debt. Bankers have a lot of influence. Influence dictates policy. Policies that are being dictated are violently opposed to the economic, social, political, and emotional freedom of Black and brown people on this planet. And when you're giving bankers all of your extra money that's going towards interest, then you are ensuring that your grandchildren will suffer the same oppression that you are suffering right now, because all of that extra money that you're paying in interest is allowing you to fatten up the pockets of the bankers. The bankers are going to use that money to continue to dictate influence. That money is going to be passed down to their children. And guess what? The bankers will teach their children the way they operate and the way they see the world. So their children are going to teach their children the way they operate and see the world. They're going to continue to dictate the same policy that keeps them on top. It's funny, I was listening to a Brother Polite video yesterday, and he talked about his distrust for white people, right? He talked about distrust for white people. And this is the first time I heard this. I listened to a lot of Brother Polite, and this is the first time I heard him say this or seen this particular video clip. And what he said is, if you think about it in practical terms, white people are on top, black people are on the bottom. Why on earth would we trust them to give to us or to make way for us or to allow us any information that will bring us up to their equal or replace them in the #1 spot? You guys remember as children, we played King of the Hill, right? We played King of the Hill. We found a little mound. We found something to stand on, and other kids were around, and the object of the game was to rush up the hill and get whoever's on the top off so you can spend a little time at the top, right? And what was that guy's job at the top? He wanted to stay on top as long as he possibly could. So he kicked, claw, scratch, and fight. As you were coming up the hill, he's pushing you back down the hill. He's got a little bit of an advantage because he can see everybody coming towards him. So he's at the top, you're coming up, all of you guys coming up together. And because you're coming uphill, you're at a slightly disadvantage. And because he's standing on top, he's got good leverage. So he's able to push you back down. He's pushing you in the head, poke you in the eye, and you're falling back down. And you guys, and one person falls down, and that person grabs the other person who's on their way up and knocks them back down too, and that person stays on top. So why would the persons on top of this world as a world power right now, why on earth would they ever do anything that would help anybody else get even remotely close, even get on the path to ascending to the top where they have to compete with them? That don't make a whole lot of sense when we look at it in practical terms, right? When we just look at the practical nature of those in power and those seeking power, does it make sense for those in power to educate those seeking power on how to attain power? Yeah, I know that don't make no dang on sense. But yet and still, we trust them with our food production. We trust them with our education. We trust them to dictate policies and procedures for us. We trust them to do everything for us. That's why we are the minority, right? See, we tend to believe that the minority is speaking of numbers. But no, we are the minority as we are minors. And we need adult supervision. We need adults to dictate to us and who's the adult and who's the minor. Right? So we have to just keep that in mind. That's just practical thinking, right? If I'm on top, I'm never going to give you what you need to overthrow me. If I'm on top, I will never, ever, ever, ever give you what you need to overthrow me. Now, that's not to say that you cannot acquire what you need. You just not going to get it from me. That's not to say that you won't get what you need to overthrow me, but I sure as hell ain't giving it to you. And I want you guys to realize something, that the people that we are today are the people they created over the last 400 or 500 years. The people that we are today are the people that they created the last 400 or 500 years. See, we say all the time things like, man, we're just a natural giving and caring people. We're just a natural loving and kind people. Is that really true? Or are we docile because that's what they created in us? See, we don't know what our real nature is because it's been altered. We've been socially engineered. But we say that all the time when we're in situations where it's time for an uprising and things of that nature. It's like, see, we just naturally peaceful. We just naturally loving. We just naturally, that's not our mentality to be vicious and cruel to people. Is that our nature? Or is that the synthetic nature that has been implanted that overrides our real nature? I'm just asking for a friend. Is that really us? Or is that a synthetic nature or skin that has been put over our real nature through 500 years of social engineering? Right? Now, see, y'all got me off on a tangent, man. I'm supposed to be answering questions. Who's got questions on business, branding, marketing, anything of that nature? Anybody? Keep in mind, guys, if you guys want to win Dr. Claude Anderson's Powernomics library, you can do so by going to entertowin.blackwealthmovement2017.com. Take a short 4-question survey, and then just enter your name and email address, and we'll do a drawing at the end of the month. All you have to do is just enter to win. Take a short survey, enter to win, and we're going to raffle off the Dr. Claude Anderson's Powernomics library. That includes the Powernomics DVD. That includes Dirty Little Secrets 1 and 2. That includes, I think it's 101 questions you never thought to ask. That includes Powernomics. And then that also includes Black Labor, White Wealth. All 5 books and the Powernomics DVD. All you have to do is go to entertowin.blackwealthmovement2017.com. You will also get, just thrown into the mix today, a 3-pack of Coakley's barbecue sauce. Yep, that's what we're doing. entertowin.blackwealthmovement2017.com. Thank you, Robert. So you get that and a 3-pack of Coakley's barbecue sauce. Question: Southern Butterfly Entertainment and SB Essential Oils. Cortez Springer, have you been catching my live essential oil video blogs? If so, how has my delivery been? I caught one in its entirety. And you are, I think everything that you're doing is wonderful. I think what you have, the one that I caught, you had your military hat on, and I like that you started it out that way. You got people engaging right away. I think that's one of the things that you can do a little bit more. Since this is on Facebook, and I don't do a good job of it myself, but I try to coach people on what to do correctly for the most effect. You have to tell people to comment and engage with you. Otherwise, they won't. And it's cool for them to soak up the information, but I want you to soak up the information, give me likes, give me hearts, and engage, because the more engaging you are, the more Facebook is going to show me love on my next live stream and put it in front of more and more people. So asking questions and getting audience participation is probably one thing that I would add into your streams. But I think you prepare well. You have all your stuff together, and you just go ham, man. And that's what it's all about. And I think you've seen this in the comment streams. I've certainly seen this in the comment streams. People pick up on your spirit, and people say, I saw it 3 or 4 times. Different people say, I love your spirit, sis. And that's a good thing. That means they're connecting. That means you're connecting, and that's good. But I would try to solicit a little bit more engagement, likes, thumbs up, and asking questions that they would have to answer, and telling them to type certain things in the chat, keywords to keep them engaged throughout the entire broadcast, because that helps with your edge rank on Facebook, which is the algorithm that Facebook uses to rank your authority, right? Facebook ranks your authority, and based on how much authority you have, meaning when I post something live, I get people to like, comment, and share often. That means you have authority, right? Not only do I get people's eyeballs on this particular content, I also get them to like, comment, and share. To the degree that you're able to do that is the measure by which Facebook creates your edge rank or your authority ranking. The more authority you have, the more Facebook will put you out in front of more and more people, because obviously Facebook, we call it social media, but really Facebook is media. It's just media. So the name of the game for Facebook is to get eyeballs on their media so they can sell advertisement. And if you can do that by being engaging, and that's measured by how many people actually engage with your content, then your authority goes up. They show your information to more and more people. And it's really a self-feeding engine, right? Because think about it like this. I get people to like and engage with me. My edge rank goes up a little bit. So that means, so today my show went out to 500 people. But because I got people to comment, people start doing the hearts and thumbs up. Out of that 500 people, 50 people shared it. So now my edge rank went up a little bit. So tomorrow my show goes out to 750 people. Well, guess what? If I'm using the same strategies, the 750 people are going to like, comment, and share. And now my edge rank is going to go up a little more. So that means the next day my show is going to go out to even more people who are going to do the same thing, like, comment, share. Now my edge rank grows, and that's how you create virality. But it's built in when you start doing certain things. That's why you see everybody who's an internet marketer are really serious about building their brand online. When you're on their show, they're always telling you to comment something. There's always asking for likes. They're always asking you to share, because that means something to Facebook, right? That's how you build your authority. Good question, SB Essential Oils, Southern Butterfly Entertainment. When the new book coming out, Brandy? When the new book coming out is what I want to know. Questions. Any questions? And for those of you who do not know, I do have Monetize My Life Academy. If you are interested in learning some branding and marketing strategies, not just from me, but from other leaders, other marketers, I have tons and tons of courses and ebooks and all that kind of stuff already embedded. I add something new every week. Last week, I just added the lead magnet course on how to generate and do lead magnets that are effective. So if you're trying to generate lead magnets and you want to stay in front of people, you need 3 tools that you need if you're building your business online. Let me just go there. You need an autoresponder. If you do not have an autoresponder and you want one, type autoresponder. I'm going to send you over the link to my affiliate, a link with GetResponse. That's the one I use. That's the one I train and coach on the most. Has very good deliverability. I do earn a small reward if you use this link. So yes, that's why I promote it, because I use it and it works for me, right? So if you don't have an autoresponder, comment autoresponder. You get a 30-day trial for free. Then it's, I think they start you at like $15 a month for your first 500 to 1,000 emails. And then from there, you start paying a little bit more, the more emails that you get, right? So I will give you guys a link to that. It's 30-day free trial, right? And you can go in there and play with it and test it out. YouTube has tons of videos on how to set it up and all that good stuff. So it's really easy to do. And then, of course, if you're part of Monetize My Life Academy, then I can do some training on that. All you have to do is ask in the group, and I can do some short video tutorials inside our Monetize My Life Academy group. And then, by the way, it's just $20 per month if you're subscribing to Monetize My Life Academy now. You have to inbox me so I can send you a special 80% off discount code. But you need an autoresponder. You need a lead capture mechanism. If you want to spend a little bit more money for an autoresponder, you can actually do a little bit more with GetResponse, and they will give you their lead capture page system too, right? If you wanted that. Now I don't use that because I know how to create my own lead capture pages with Weebly, which is a free site. But you could pay a little bit more and actually get some cool lead capture page templates and all that kind of stuff. And then you need your home on the internet, some sort of blog, some sort of website, so that when you have to drive them somewhere, you have to drive traffic somewhere so that you can give them something for free, so they can get your name and email, so you can get their name and email address, and then your autoresponder will automatically deliver content to them so you can start building a relationship with them. That's how business is built in the 21st century. That's how business is built in the 21st century. Even brick and mortar companies are using this same strategy. How many of you guys are on Walmart's email list? How many of you guys are on Target's email list? How many of you guys are on Best Buy's email list? Every time you check out at one of these places, what do they ask you for? Your email address, so they can stay in front of you. So you want to give me your email address, phone number? Nope. All right, so that's going to be 9297. You want to your email address, please? Because they want to automatically put you on their list so they can what? Give you free stuff, send you coupons and special discounts via email, so they can continue to develop the relationship with you, but stay in front of you, right? So, okay, Mojo says, if we use the autoresponder in the My Econ online marketing program, do you need an additional one? That's twofold, yes and no. Yes and no. So if you have the pro plan only allows you to use the things that are set up for My Econ. So you can only market for My Econ with the pro plan. If, however, you use the elite plan, then you can build your capture pages from scratch and you can market for anything. So I have the pro plan with My Econ, and I use a couple of their capture pages for My Econ, but then Monetize My Life Academy has a separate capture page on it. You know, my financial health mentor website has my own capture page that I built, and I use GetResponse, because before I joined My Econ, I had GetResponse and I already had an email list going. So I didn't want to kill that list and transfer it over to My Econ. At that time, My Econ didn't even have a autoresponder list. So the elite plan is $20 a month. You can build capture pages from scratch, so you can build capture pages for whatever. The pro plan, everything is already built for you. You can't create your own capture pages, meaning everything is related to My Econ. So if I wanted to build something for Monetize My Life Academy, I couldn't do that with a pro plan, because all of their pages say something that's related to My Econ, and Monetize My Life is unrelated. So yeah. Should I write out my SB Essential Oil? Should I write out my call to action as a script so that I can be consistent in the way I close? So real quick, six things that you need in every good video, whether it's a long stream and you're really educating, or if it's a short video. You can write it out if you want to, but I do recommend that you have a signature close to every video, right? Because that helps you remember your call to action. So number one, you want to tell them who you are. Number two, you're going to tell them what the video is going to be about. So you preface the video. Number three, you want to tell them your main content. Number four, you want to tell them what you told them, right? Which is you recap the video. Short little recap in the video. Number five, you tell them what to do next. That's your call to action. And number six, you tell them your signature close. Those are 6 components that I try to incorporate in every single video. That's a nice little video format. You'll notice that a lot of marketers use this format. Number one, tell them who you are. Number two, tell them what the video is going to be about. Number three, tell them the main content. Number four, tell them what you told them, or in other words, recap. Number five, tell them what to do next. And not even number 6, or maybe 5B, tell them your signature close. You guys all know my signature close, right? Because I say it at the end of every video, right? But yeah, always give a call to action. And then the one reason that I don't really write it out, because for me, the call to action changes based on the video that I'm doing. So the call to action for me will change based on what I'm doing. Now, I do have a signature close. So if you guys ever see me do a branding and marketing video, you know the signature close is a little different. It's not get your money up because you can do it when I'm doing a branding and marketing video for my other brand, right? Because Monetize My Life isn't about get your money up. It's a little different, right? So that's why you made me write out one. And you're the same way, Brandon, because you have SB Essential Oils, you have My Econ, you have Tesha Water. So you're building different brands. So you'll need a slightly different call to action for all those brands based on what you want them to do. If I wanted to sell the Smart Money Kit, the call to action is actually different, right? The signature close stays the same because it's all within Financial Health Mentor brand. But the call to action wouldn't be join me. It would be this product is $99.95 one time, so you can pay one time, and I will send them to a website, a lead capture page for that product, and then so your call to action might change based on what the video is about. Because sometimes I might do a video and I just need likes on the video. Sometimes a video might be solely for the purpose of getting people to like my page, like the video I got planned for today for Cortez to Coach Thornton page. I need to get my likes up to 1,000 to unlock my store. So I'm going to be doing a video today and giving away some cool stuff just to get people to share, to like that page and get my likes up. So it's just based on what you want. So let me say this. Before you do a video, you want to set your intention. Before you do your video, you want to always set your intention. Now, what do I mean? I didn't say set a goal. I said set your intention. So your intention goes a little bit deeper than setting a goal. A goal would be, I want this video to be shared 5 times, right? But when I set the intention on the video going viral, then the way I communicate everything that I do, my body language, my posture, my eye contact, all of that functions in a congruent way to help me achieve the desirable outcome, the intention that I set. And if I know the intention of the video is to get more likes on the page, then that sets the tone for the entire video. And I will tell you this, if you want to be successful in your videos, in your marketing, in your intention can never be to sell products. Because when that's your intention, that's what comes across, and that's what people pick up on, and that's when people tune you out. Your intention can be almost anything other than to sell products, and you will have success. But when you come on this platform and your intention is to sell products, people tend to tune you out. Now, I sell a lot of products. I get a lot of signups because my intention is to educate my people on financial matters. And one way that I can take you to the next level in that education is if you jump off of Facebook Live and go ahead and join my team, and you get more of this content. So that is, you joining me is not me selling you my program, it's me elevating my ability to educate you even more, because my true intention is to educate the Black community on how to build wealth. Does that make sense? Any more questions? I don't have anywhere to be, but I do have some work to do. But I want to be here for you guys. So anybody else got any questions? I know we started a little bit late today, so I got a few more minutes if anybody else has another question. No, if you don't have any questions, then go ahead and hit share for me if you haven't already, if you just jumped on late. Really quickly, just let me recap the special offers that we have going on. If you need a branding and marketing coach, joining Monetize My Life Academy for $20 per month is a good thing for you. You not only get me as a coach virtually, I don't do a lot of one-on-one stuff, but when you join Monetize My Life Academy, you get into Monetize My Life Academy private group on Facebook. You can ask me questions in there. A lot of times I do short video responses and things of that nature. I do a weekly, did I coach Bradley Beal? No, I did not coach Bradley Beal. I did not coach Bradley Beal. Nah, man. I ain't that good, man. I am not that good. Brother's amazing. So you will get that. I do a weekly live coaching every week. I do a coaching session once a month with a subject matter expert. I bring in a friend or a guest. I think this month I'm looking at Brother Dre to come in and teach his networking, or he might even come in and teach his passive income strategies. He has multiple ways to start a business for under $500 to make tons of passive income. So we might have that this month. He's going to come in and teach something this month. I just don't know what it is yet. So you get all that for $20 per month. All of the courses, a lot of my course material is already in there, blogs and all kinds of stuff to help you become a better marketer. And I add new content each and every week. If you want to win Dr. Claude Anderson, so if you're already a part of the Monetize My Life Academy, you will get a notification when we set the date for that. But that's I do a subject matter expert once a month. This is going to be the first month that I get a guest to come in and do a full webinar for me. So I'm tapping Brother Dre to come in this month. It's probably going to be around the middle of the month. But yeah, if you want to win Dr. Claude Anderson's financial literacy pack, the Powernomics library, go to entertowin.blackwealthmovement2017.com. All you do is take a short 5-question, I think it's 4 or 5 question survey, and then you enter your name and email address, and you will be placed into a virtual drawing that will rotate all of the email addresses that come in for the month, and then we will get you rocking and rolling, and we'll draw on October 31st. So you'll get a chance to win that pack, and now that pack has included Coakley's barbecue sauce, a 3-pack. Yeah, Dr. Anderson is the truth. It's the truth. So is that on the Facebook group? Yeah, we will stream that live inside the Facebook group. So yeah, that all of the live trainings and webinars that we do will be streamed live inside the group. So you'll be able to check that out. You'll be able to register to get on the webinar live, or you'll be able to check it out to catch the live stream inside Facebook. And then the streams will actually live inside of Facebook for a week, and then they will go permanently into the members area of Monetize My Life Academy. Good question. Good question. Anybody else? I think that's all the announcements. Of course, if you want to join the Black Wealth Movement, just let's do it. It's $35 a month, and I'll teach you how to build wealth. No other questions? All right. So we're going to wrap up today's show. Another awesome week here at Talking Money in the Morning Live with your main man, H Cortez, the one and only financial health mentor to the Black community. Till I talk to you guys next week, I want you to get your money up, because you absolutely can do it. But more importantly, you deserve it. Peace out, y'all.